is they allow tiny, it's on the cluster and it's super clean. A lot of the tiny homes or the RVs that are here, aka homes, are like within, I think within this decade. So they've really committed to being clean and organized, not stuff around. As someone who loves clean and order and minimalism, I'm into that. So there is the tiny house of peace on the final day, the final trip to Squim. We've had such an amazing time inside the tiny home. If this was a fully edited video at this moment, there'd be like a montage of all the cool dinners and movie watching and locations that we've been. And this is just another amazing reminder of a great location. Just to give you an idea, this Columbia River RV Park not only allows tiny homes for a nightly, but look at how clean it is around it. There's no clutter. Obviously, we got the utilities hanging out, but there's a few more gems that I want to share about. This was literally, I picked up the phone, made a call, booked it, and there was no problem with bringing a tiny home here. And that's because they're open to tiny homes here in Portland in backyards of single family homes as both RVs or tiny homes. So just to give you an idea, there's your trailer and there's your tiny home. And I love it. I think that's a tumbleweed tiny home. And there's another tiny home. And then the brown one over there is yet another. So that's more your park model. And that gets more into like trailer built to NFPA or ANSI. And there's your tiny home right there. RV tiny home, and all those options. And the crew that's ready to rumble. We've got 3 hours and 26 minutes to get to Squim, our final destination. And it's sunny in Oregon, right? How often is that the case? I'm not from Oregon, but I know it to be quite wet, which is great because then you get a lot of green vibe. Eric, on the final day of our journey.
I think it's cold, it's overcast, it's like typical Northeast.
There's sun. What are you talking about?
It was sun.
Hey, this
tiny house that we're across the street from?
Yes. Yeah, it's tiny. That would be your narrow. Classic. Like, that might have been a tumbleweed. It might have been an OG, like an original tiny home. We don't want to bug people, but look at the little cute car that's with it, right? Smart car.
A smart car.
So who's smart? They're in the smart car, the smart tiny home, keeping life real. What do you think, Miss Tiny House Concierge?
I think this is great. There are so many tiny home friends.
Right? And it's really clean.
It is really clean.
Emphasis on clean.
Very clean.
There's a real big difference. You know, we just drove around, we saw some areas where there are people living in RVs, and there's a lot of stuff around. You know, it's visually to me, it's appealing.
It's what makes people sometimes freaked out about when they hear tiny home community and they're like, they don't want
stuff and clutter.
Stuff and
Stuff and clutter can end up in the rivers and the streams and in the ocean. So we want to contain the stuff and clutter. And I think the big driving force of tiny homes for many people is simplifying.
Yes.
Downsizing, letting go.
Minimalism, yes.
Keeping what only gives you love and life and joy.
Yes.
And right now, our joy is getting her home to her family land in Squim, Washington. Okay, we're going to walk on through. We'll give you guys another big tour as we go through this area. Tiny home. Oh, and the most important part, super affordable. We only did the nightly rate of like $47, which is great, with a Good Sam discount. So make sure you have Good Sam or AAA. And Good Sam only costs, I don't know, something $100 for like lifetime. So I would highly recommend that. And this is kind of just a vibe of what people have here. You can tell they live here full time because they've got those big tanks. And then there's really no tarps on any of these RVs. So they're in a better shape, and it's definitely something that, to be considered. RVs can only handle so much sun and weather until they need more repair. Whereas the standing seam roof right there, and the natural or wood siding, metal siding just helps everything. And look at that. She's on her channel.
Well, that sounds like more fun. And I am so glad. Hi. Oh, we're doing back-to-back live.
We're both living. That's how it rolls. We're going to be saying goodbye soon, though. But we love that there's the tiny home journey is one of joy. She just was meeting with one of her first consultants that lives here in Portland, that her consultant client, that came and met with her, and we're building community. So if you're interested in joining the community, it is a bunch of go-getters, I have to say. It's not for the people that just here, make it easy for me, unless you want to come to an RV park. That is the easiest path. You get a tiny home from a builder, right? Either build it, have it built for you with a model, a custom, or get it used. Well, if you buy used, though, you got to make sure there's a number of factors. It's certified, number one. You got to have it certified. If you don't have it certified, how's to know? And, it's amazing. They didn't ask for certification to come in here, but I would imagine more RV parks would be like, yeah, we want to see your tag. Because it's not, all of these, that one, they're all made by companies. And they all have the sticker. Let me show you the sticker I'm talking about, because there's a RV that's next to us that I don't think anyone's home. So we're going to show you the sticker. Now, in this case, RV Industry Association certified to the NPA 1192. It is not the RVIA code, just to be clear. That is an association. Association is certified RVIA. It's been worn. There's the NFPA 1190. Oh, you name it. A number of. Okay, we're back. We're not sure how long it's going to hold. Weather, who knows? So underwriter's laboratory, I was talking about certifications, whatever you choose, RV parks are a really easy way to get yourself into a tiny home, into a community that you can pay somewhere. It could be $100 to $1,000 a month. I know that might be a lot, because then they're like, well, I'm already paying for the land. But if that gets you into your tiny home, now you have all the time in the world to now focus on getting the property of where you're going to be. So there's RV parks all over the country that are allowing tiny homes more and more. So this is a great opportunity. All right, everyone. Hope this has been helpful. We're excited to get to Squim. See you later in the next video, which will be landing in Squim.